God, there's a foul over there. Somebody's over the line early. He has to go around. The judge just raised the flag, and he has to go back. Oh, no! He hit the pin. Bad Moon just hit the pin. That is just not a good sign right there. You know, that is Jeff Johnston. Jeff Johnston and his father actually built this boat. I think he's trying to give them a chance to get ahead. What do you think, Bill?
Well, I think that he has recovered very gracefully, and he's crossed the starting line again. He's coming.
No, my God! Look, Jack just came down. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bill. But
no, that's absolutely fine. Yikes is pulling ahead on the windward side of the fleet.
Does everybody see that? That's a Scott Young right there on Yikes. He keeps going and says, you know, they're going to that red thing over there. That red thing over there is called the mark. Wait a moment. What is going on here? You know, there's all over there going to the same mark. That's exactly what they're supposed to be doing. I can see them. One board is Jack is getting to the mark first. Straight back is right in second place. Oh, this is really interesting. Oh my God, they're coming to the straight back. No, straight back. Can't make it. Yankees first at that mark. He's going to the second mark now. Oh, here they're coming down in this direction, you know, and look at this. The spinnakers are coming out. Jack is coming out with the spinnaker. You know, that is Farley Fantino. Farley Fantino. Oh, yeah, that's the blue the spinnaker over there. Now, Farley Fantino, that he is not French, you know, but that's his last name. And right next to Farley, you know, we can see Treadback. Treadback is just coming around there. This is really interesting. Take that back. Farley is on the yellow and green spinnaker and the blue spinnaker. That is, oh no, I can't help it. This is really, they're coming right here to the PM mark. Everybody sees what the PM mark. Can anybody guess what PM stands for? Oh, about 32 just coming across. This is very challenging. He says that, you know, the people is just getting really excited. Absolutely. Oh, there goes the blue, the blue chute just came up. The blue chute is up. That means he's just ahead of everybody. He's going to score a goal big time. This is really huge. You know, it's the same position they were last time. That means you're still, but they're not coming to this mark right now. They're going to the finish. Right now. The first boat that crossed the line over there where the race committee is the one that is going to win. You know, this is getting really close. Scott Young right there with the blue chute is first. And then we have Treadback. That Farley is not in Treadback, right? We established that, right?
No. Farley is on the boat with no name. It says Fontenot on the sail.
There you have it. So Farley is not on Treadback. Who is on Treadback, Bill? That is Jay Lutz. Jay Lutz is just right here. He got a lot of speed. He's coming. I can see him here. He's spinning up. He's going right over the blue sail. The blue sail is looking back. He's looking back. He comes, he goes. Oh my God, this is going to be a square. He can't help it. The blue sail, he's looking back. He keeps looking back. You know, Scott Young doesn't know what's going on. He's seeing, he passes, he crosses, he goes. You know, the line is getting really close. He's almost there. My God, he's excited, Wow, and the next boat right here, Fontenot just keeps squeezing, but he's not going to make it. And this is going to be a tie finish right here. We don't know who won. We don't know if it was Jay Lutz or was Scott Young. The gun goes off. We don't know. What do you think?
We do not have an angle on that line. I mean, we are at an angle to the line, so we can't tell who won from here. But it was close. It was within about 6 feet.
That was pretty damn close. We don't know. What do you think is going on here?
Okay. So this is kind of different than normal. So what happens is the race finishes when the committee boat over there, when they put that S flag up. You know,
the what?
The S for sugar.
The sugar flag?
Yeah, it's like white with a blue square in the middle. Yeah. And that's when the race is going to end. Otherwise, these guys keep going around.
Wow, that is... Chris, thank you very much. That's really, an oversight on my part. Wait a moment. I just noticed, I'm just looking here across the bar, and I see Bob Aldrich. Does everybody know who Bob Aldrich is? Because he's one of the great champions of sailing, and he's watching this race. What is going on, Bob? Why don't you come here and join us on the microphone? Here comes Bye. Bye, welcome. You know, this is such a great race. I'm glad you came to join us.
I didn't really come to watch the race. I just came to hear you, Javier, because you're the best announcer in the world.
Bye, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to drop down this microphone. I don't know. You almost made me cry, Bye. But we will make sure, we know you wanted to be out there and so forth. And I know you hurt, your leg is hurting, and you knew that was going to hurt really bad. So we know why you didn't get out there. But I know you're here cheering everybody who's out there.
If you tape these 4 boats together, they'd be almost long enough for me to go sailing on them.
There you have it. There you have it. It's been a long time since Bye, got on this little 24-foot boats. If it's not 50 foot or longer, he just cannot handle it because, he needs the crew to see for him. He can't just see by himself. All right, Jeff Johnson is just finishing right now. Chris, get over here and let's see. Tell us a little bit about the scoring of these races.
Sure, Javier, sure. So this is a throwback regatta. These guys have been winning championships back in the 1980s. So we decided to pick up the scoring from the 1984 Olympics. So Scott Young, who just won that race, he gets 0 points. He's nothing on the board. Second place is going to be 3 points. Third place is actually 5.7. Don't forget that 0.7. And then fourth place is going to collect 8 points. So that puts a real premium on winning the races. And we're going to add up these points after each race, and there's either going to be 2 or 3, and whoever's got the least points. So if you had a perfect score, you could win 3 races and have 0 points.
Wow, you heard that? Somebody's going for the $1 million. Very close race. That means one guy is closer than the other. There comes, who's coming around there, Bill? Who's coming around? I don't see it. That's about 29, isn't it? Bad Moon just went around. That's Jeff Johnston. Jeff Johnston, who was behind before, he finally got the boat running. He is being followed by Trickbags. And yikes, that means Jeff Johnson finally said to his crew, hey, I built this boat, I don't know how to sail it, you listen to me. If you're not listening to me, we're not going to be first. That's just the way it is. My father and I didn't spend all that time trying to build this boat, so you guys can keep us behind. So I am going to stay right here, you follow me, you listen to me, and we're going to win this race. And here comes Jeff Johnson. He's right in front. He's trying to cover, he's trying to make time, But right now they're all going to the finish. It looks like they're going to try to go to the finish or to go somewhere, but they're going. They are going. Jeff Johnson is just kind of having a small lead right there. That doesn't mean anything.
Now, Bad Moon is taking a lot of dirty air.
Dirty air, you know what that means? That means that the guy is just covering, the other boat, he's right now, his sails just kind of put it, right in front of the other boat. The other boat cannot get the wind that he needs. The other boat gets in front, the crew looks behind, the crew looks in front, the crew doesn't look, the crew doesn't do anything. Somebody's having lunch, somebody's having a cigarette, but this race doesn't end until it's over.
And Bad Moon is clear now, and he's definitely dominating this leg.
This is really bad. Bill, this is really bad. Bad Moon is really dominating this race. There you have it. Jeff Johnson just kind of got ahead. What did really happen here? What happened, Jeff Johnston?
It's hard to tell, but it looks to me like Bad Moon is laying the mark. And I think that Yikes is going to have to throw a tack in. We'll see what happens when they get to the mark.
Well, that's a good thing, because it looks to me like Jeff Johnston and Yikes just kind of getting really close. They're coming over to the mark. One is going to look at one boat, the other one looking at the other. They're looking at each other and says, if you're going to hit me, well, just hit me hard because I need the money. So they come and says, oh, no. He said, I'm going right behind you. I'm going right behind you.
And Bad Moon has it right now.
And Bad Moon just came around the mark. He's coming around the mark and says, I'm glad he didn't help. He didn't hit me. I can see that why. Bad Moon just put the sail up and said, why, I'm going to stay ahead of this game as long as I can, and that's where I'm going to be. Yak is right behind, and Yak is just looking forward and says, you know what? Don't think you're going to win this race that easy. You know, I'm right here in front of you and right here behind of you. I'm right here, you know, wherever you look, that's where you're going to find me. So just keep looking back. I just keep looking to catch you. I'm looking at this boat. I just, you know, this is just so exciting. This is just so exciting. You know, this bow number 3 right here coming. This, you know, this is Jeff's coming to the PA mark. Jeff is coming up to the PA mark. Jeff is right there at the PA mark. Jeff is there. Johnston, you doing it. Baby, you are doing it. You got that boat dialed in. You finally figure out without the motor you cannot get anywhere. That's where you are. Great job, great job.
It took him 40 years.
That is the problem, you know. You build the sail and 40 years later you finally get ahead of everybody. You know, they got 1 minute to go. They got 1 minute to go. P flag is down. They all lining up. They're coming one way. They're going the other way. They're looking up. They're looking at Hayes. They're looking at Hayes. They said, hey, Kevin, if something breaks on my boat, you better fix it, you know, because you didn't fix it right the first time. So they keep looking in this direction. They're looking in the other direction. I don't know what's going on. It is the P flag up. Is the P flag down? Does anybody know what the flag is? You know, that's exactly what's happening over here. But you know what? I think they all got it figured out. They're all going for the line. They're all going for the line. They're looking at each other and said, hey, don't get on my way. I'm going to get on your way if I have to. But, you know, I am first. You are second. This is so exciting. I just can't hold it. You know, there's Trip back is over there. He says, oh, I'm trying to get over here. The other boy is trying to keep me from going over here. They got about 8, 7, 6, 5. They are getting ready to go. They are going. They started. Some boats ahead, some boats behind. That's just the way it's going to be. You know, this is the start. Honey, this is the start of the next race. They're going over here. They're going over there. They are going to that mark over here. That mark that you see over there, the orange thing in that side, that's exactly where they're going. That's where they want to go. Now, Chris already told me they cannot point straight to that direction. That means that they have to zigzag. So, you see, first of all, Johnston just zigged the first leg. Johnston is zigging to the right. Let's see what happens. There goes 29. That's Scott Young. I think he's zigging to that side too. And there goes Jack. Jack just turned. He's zigging. Everybody's zigging. Everybody's zigging. That means everybody's going to have to sack. If you zig, you have to sack. Right, Chris? If you zig, you have to sack. That's a zigzag. So we're going over here, we're coming. They're all looking at the mark. We don't know. We're going to have to zigzag one. We're going to have to zigzag twice. When do we zigzag? That's just the way it is. Right, Bill?
I agree. If you zig, you have to zag, dude.
And that's exactly what I just learned today. It's a zigzag game. You know, if you zig, you have to zag. If you zag, you have to zig. So, everybody's zigging right now. Let's see who's going to zag first. Right? All right. I think Farley just came ahead, right, Bill? Who was that? No, that is no Farley. You know, that was. I know, I see the mark, but I'm not looking at the boat. Has anybody looking at the PN mark? You know, you better zoom into this mark right here because that PN mark right here is sinking. That mark is sinking. Those guys are going to get to the mark and find no mark. That mark is sinking. They're looking ahead. They're looking, oh my God, look at the mark. Can anybody see the mark? Everybody in the crew please start looking at that mark because it's sinking. If we don't get there before the mark sinks, we don't even know where we're going. That's where some take advantage, one boat or the other. Behind you and he covers his wind, he might just get ahead. That's just exactly what he's trying to do. Farley is right behind, he's trying to figure out what do I do next? Who do I cover? Where do I go?
I was watching as they rounded that mark, and Farley was having his foredeck was having a little trouble jibing the chute, and while they were trying to get it under control, they got passed.
That's exactly what's going to happen sometimes. When you're trying to figure out, if you're trying to figure out, somebody's going to pass you. You know, that's just going to. So they have a duel going over there. They have a duel. One guy, he goes up, the other guy goes down. He said, you're not going to cover my win. If you're trying to cover my win, I'm going to come up. I'm going to do the best. You know, and in the meantime, Farley says, you know what, you do guys, whatever you want to do over there, I'm going to keep going for the line. I'm coming. I'm going for the line. I'm going for the line. I'm going to stay with you. Mark, I don't know, Jay lost his way back there, says, why did we lose that block? All right, next time let's make sure we don't lose any more blocks. You know, look how far behind we are. You know what it's going to take to catch up to these guys? It's going to take a long time. Get rid of the beer, get rid of the water. We have too much weight. You know, here, the next boat coming up to the mark. He's just almost at the mark. You know, that looks like Jags. Jags is going to say, you know, this mark is mine. I'm going to take it. I'm going right. I'm going left. I got it. Pass it here. Pass it there. Look at the other boat. Look over here. Look over there. Does anybody? Is the sails all the way up? Look up. Come on, crew. You got to look up. Make sure those sails are all the way up. I don't want any more mistakes. Here, you trimming that jib right. Are you trimming it right, left? You trim that jib and make sure the other boat doesn't get across. He's going to come with that. This is mark is mine. I'm coming to the mark. I'm coming to the mark. I'm going to go. That boat. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, I thought I had this mark. Why did I have to go across? Oh, no, I was not even close to the lane line, and my crew told me that I was almost there. Now I'm almost going to lose it. Now I have to go behind two boats. Two boats. Oh, this is hurting. This is hurting. Oh, my God, it's hurting. No, it's hurting me. It's hurting me. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh, Fontenot, what's happening here? What happened in Jeff Longstone Johnson? He says, you know, this is what happened when you don't look where the other boats are. And you're going to let lots catch us. Probably could happen. Everybody's throwing the spinnakers up. Everybody's looking. There's an hourglass going off. That means they didn't put the clock correctly. That watch is just hourglass. Oh, they're coming up to this mark right here. They're going to go. They say, we're going to go to the pin mark. I don't care what the committee boat says. Now we're going to go to the pin mark. P and mark. And that's where we're going to run because, you know, we need more time. This is really incredible. This is just something else. I'm going there and they are looking back and says, look, where is Jay Lutz? Where is Jay Lutz? Oh, I'm glad he's just back there. He's just going around the mark. Oh, my God, this is incredible. This is just something else. You know, Farley said, you know, I want to take this race. You know, I need to take this race. I cannot let anybody else just put me so far behind. I don't want to be where Lutz is right now. Lutz is just not going to take this place for me. I was there where Lutz is. I'm not going to be there anymore. I'm going to fight it here. You know, they got 1 minute to go. They got 1 minute to go. P flag is down. They all lining up. They're coming one way. They're going the other way. They're looking up. They're looking mark. I don't know. Jay lost his way back there. Says,